запрошую пані Наталію.
I invite Nataliya Bystra, the chair of the press service of the service on emergency, about the work of the agency during the last day. Good morning. In addition to the task to provide movement of citizens of evacuation of people from the east and in a study of liberated and the renovation of the systems and infrastructure of in Luhansk and Donetsk regions for the state service of an emergency is responsible in addition to organize and deliver humanitarian cargoes to provide to satisfy the needs of the people who suffered because of the actions of terrorists. That issue becomes more and more important every day. Because of the situation in the east of Ukraine, the government is taking all the measures to solve humanitarian issues. Now, to the east of the country, our rescue groups delivered more than 2.5 thousand tons of humanitarian aid, and that includes food, bread, meat, canned meat and canned fish, and tea, drinking water, canned milk, and also construction materials, roof materials, bathroom medicine, clothing for adults and kids, and hygiene sets. Including during the last 6 months, the state service of emergency built 3 columns of humanitarian assistance aid from the government of Ukraine to Donetsk and Luhansk regions. We sent more than 1,650 tons of food and first needs goods. Also, in August last year, Cabinet of Ministers of Ukraine and from the state budget provided 10 million hryvnia to our service to satisfy to support 2 residents in the east of Ukraine. Our service purchased and sent to Mariupol and Kramatorsk in Donetsk region, and also to Severodonetsk, Luhansk region, food and first need items. So, for the money we received from the budget, rescues additional boat and sent delivered to those locations more than about 400 tons of addition of humanitarian aid. It was provided to regional administrations, and it was there divided. It was given to local people. And on daily in the east of Ukraine, we sent humanitarian aid and from the government of Ukraine, from local authorities, from regions, and also from our people, from our staff, and also from volunteers and from our people during the last days to Dzerzhinsk, and rescue groups and local authorities delivered more than 10 tons of drinking water and 16.5 tons of food and food sets. 1,000 food sets. To Mironivka from International Red Cross Organization, with the participation of our service, we delivered 4.5 tons of food in sets, and also polyethylene film for repairing work in buildings. To Artemivsk, we delivered 3,000 square meters of polyethylene film, 400 mattresses and blankets, and 300 kit sets. Also, we provide humanitarian aid from Red Cross to Artemivsk Hospital, and we delivered wheelchairs and bandage materials, and also humanitarian aid materials, and I mean water and food. Rescue groups and local authorities delivered to Debaltsevo, Rudensk, Svetlodarsk, Avdiivka, Mariupol, and other towns. Construction materials we sent to Mariupol and Kramatorsk. Once again, I would like to emphasize that delivery of humanitarian aid to the east of Ukraine is done daily. Also, in order to provide to residents of the Donetsk and Luhansk regions with necessary food, first need items and also construction materials and medicine. The government of Ukraine regularly holds meetings with international organizations as to humanitarian aid to Ukraine for IDPs and for people who are on the territory of ATO. Now, the assistance for Ukrainians was provided and they continue provided the UN Fund, OSCE, International Red Cross, regional UN, IDP, UNICEF. Even they provide hygiene sets, medical items, sheets, goods for kids, and also heaters. Also, they delivered module houses and house utensils, and from German Society on International Cooperation GIZ. And they were built in 7 cities of Ukraine: Sarys, Zaporizhzhia, Dnipropetrovsk, Dnipro-Dzerzhinsk, Kryvyi Rih, Pavlograd, and Nikopol. Now, 4 transit towns of function in Kharkiv, Zaporizhzhia, Kryvyi Rih, and Pavlograd, and we will open 3 more. Humanitarian aid to Ukraine was provided by Lithuania, Germany, Latvia, Poland, Kazakhstan, Estonia, Slovenia, France, Austria, and Croatia. To these of Ukraine, we delivered food, warm clothing, sheets, medical items, hygiene items, and clothing. All humanitarian aid which is sent by rescue to Luhansk and Donetsk regions, we give a handout to local administrations, regional administrations, and they deliver it to people in 2 towns. In addition to guarantee social support to people on the East, the Eastern Humanitarian Society, with the support of the government of Ukraine, introduced the plan of humanitarian reaction to Ukraine for 2015. To implement it, humanitarian missions will communicate with the international community, and they will request to finance $316 million. That money is necessary for the broad spectrum of work and in order to help the most vulnerable groups, and which, according to the testament of UN, need humanitarian support through the country. That includes providing food, first need items, warm clothing, and also medical, education, and psychological services, providing accommodation, and also finding a job for them. Thank you for your attention. Thank you, Natalia. Colleagues, do you have questions? I have one. Delivery. Logistic of delivery. What can you say? All humanitarian aid is handed to local authorities, and then they, because taking into consideration of the needs of their towns, they hand out that assistance. So it doesn't matter whether the government of Ukraine sends or private organizations or NGOs. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow with the updates. Colleagues, our next briefing will take place in 15 minutes. Thank you all. I would like to thank